The Dirty Empath, Relationship Breaker, Part 2. In Part 1, I explained the particular class of empath that is the Dirty Empath, and those individuals have a dirty streak. The dirty streak might be infidelity, might be selfishness, might be anger, might be jealousy, envy. And where the empath has that relevant streak, that results in particular outcomes. Here, we're dealing with an individual which has that streak of selfishness, which results in the behaviour whereby they become involved in a relationship with somebody who is already in a pre-existing relationship. They interfere in that relationship, transgressing boundaries, showing a reduced level of emotional empathy, and exhibiting selfishness for wanting to have a relationship with somebody who is already in another relationship. Understand, most empaths would not do this, but there are a small number that will do so. They don't hunt out that person. That is the behaviour of a narcissist. They don't target that individual in order to have the relationship with them, but they become entangled because they have been lured into the interference by a narcissist. There are three circumstances that give rise to the dirty empath relationship breaker. First of all, the ivory response. The dirty empath relationship breaker is seduced by the other person. They do not do the seducing. The other person does not tell the DERB that they are in a relationship. And if the other person is, and is usually a narcissist, the dirty empath will be the candidate intimate partner secondary source, or dirty little secret, or shelf intimate partner secondary source. The dirty empath may well be strung along in this fashion, oblivious to the fact that the other person is in a relationship for some time. They may have suspicions, but as ever, the narcissist will use plausible deniability to ease those concerns, in the usual style of the seduction of the golden period. The dirty empath will be taken in and engage romantically with the narcissist. You may be thinking that since the dirty empath does not know that the other person is in a relationship, was not the pursuer, and has been seduced, is it not somewhat harsh to describe them as a dirty empath? Perhaps, but the fact remains that they are romantically entangled with another person who is already in a relationship, and therefore that must come within the umbrella of the dirty empath. However, there does come a point when the dirty empath finds out that the other person, the narcissist, is already in a relationship. This may happen whilst the seduction is ongoing. It may more likely occur when there is devaluation, or during a period of being placed on the shelf. The dirty empath, having learned of this, will not immediately walk away from the narcissist. They will, in accordance with their status of a truth seeker, want to gain answers from the other person. The relationship continues. The dirty empath will also make it his or her mission to try to tell the spouse or partner of the other person what has been happening. Accordingly, they then earn the epitaph of relationship breaker, or at the very least disruptor. Invariably, of course, the dirty empath will not get adequate answers from the other person. But in such circumstances, the dirty empath will not, however, just retreat, upset and distraught at having been played and lied to. This is where the dirty empath's selfish trait really flares up. Corrupted by emotional thinking, their moral indignation at their situation must be attended to. They will not withdraw and allow the other person and his or her romantic partner to mend matters and patch things up. No. The dirty empath will, 1. Ensure that the narcissist partner knows what has happened in detail, and will look to encourage them to walk away from the narcissist. 2. Look to ensure other people know about the narcissist's behaviour. 3. Ensure the narcissist is told precisely what a low-life cheating bastard he or she is. All of those behaviours, of course, driven by the presence of emotional thinking, corrupting traits such as pride, vanity, honesty, and truth seeker, alongside justice. Once those three steps have been achieved, the dirty empath then walks away from the carnage caused and endeavours to remain out of the hoovering clutches of the narcissist. The narcissist, now desperate to find a new intimate partner primary source, since in all likelihood the actions of the dirty empath have caused the narcissist to lose his existing intimate partner primary source and be facing a potential fuel crisis. Accordingly, the dirty empath is not whiter than white because, unwittingly, they engage in a relationship with an attached narcissist. They cause carnage through their response, driven by emotional thinking, as a consequence of their response of learning of the cheating behavior of the narcissist towards themselves and the narcissist's intimate partner primary source, and possibly the presence of other intimate partner secondary sources. They are, however, not completely blackened in their perspective because their response is sought to achieve some good, albeit for selfish reasons. The dirty empath then looks to walk away from the narcissist and tries to stay away in accordance with the principles of get out and stay out. And therefore, the response of the dirty empath in this situation is off-white. Hence, it is known as the ivory response. The second instance is the point of no return. Similar to what I've described, the dirty empath does not know that the narcissist is attached to somebody else. The dirty empath is pursued, seduced, and ensnared by the narcissist. At some juncture, the dirty empath later learns that the narcissist is with somebody else. This might be during the seduction, possibly when placed on the shelf, or as a consequence of a corrective devaluation. The response of the dirty empath, however, is not an ivory one. Instead, the dirty empath has reached the point of no return. Such is the heightened level of emotional thinking, feeding their addiction to the narcissist, it causes their desire to remain high, to keep the narcissist as their own, and beat the narcissist partner. The dirty empath's narcissistic trait of selfishness rises to the fore, overriding the empathic traits, and causing, through heightened emotional thinking, to make the dirty empath fight to keep the narcissist. Of course, this completely flies in the face of applying the principle of GOSO, and also causes problems for the narcissist partner. The dirty empath will do whatever they can to maximize their chances of being retained by the narcissist over the narcissist's existing partner. The combination of the addiction and the corruption of their own selfish narcissistic streak means that they will, 1. Tell the narcissist partner about their existence. 2. Focus on winning back or retaining the narcissist's interest. 3. Possibly even going so far as to smear the narcissist partner themselves in order to achieve their aims. In effect, the dirty empath very much looks like they're behaving like a narcissist, but because they're established as an empath, they can't be. But they are suffering the lighting up of this narcissistic trait of selfishness, causing them to act in this manner. The dirty empath's usual empathic traits are outshone by this single strong narcissistic trait of selfishness, to the extent that they appear to have taken leave of their senses. They want the narcissist. They see that they should be the one who wins the triangulation, and they will keep on trying to secure this outcome again and again, even when they are being placed on the shelf or are being issued with corrective devaluations. Of course, the narcissist may well find their relationship with the intimate partner primary source is in tatters, but will not be unduly concerned, as the narcissist will feed on the twin stream of fuel and either remain with the original intimate partner primary source and then disengage from the dirty empath intimate partner secondary source for their treachery, or choose the dirty empath intimate partner secondary source instead and continue with the shelf arrangement with them, or even promote them to become the new intimate partner primary source. The dirty empath in these circumstances has reached the point of no return. They want the narcissist, and notwithstanding the carnage that they have caused, the rollercoaster ride which of course awaits them, they earn the title of dirty empath quite justifiably. The third category is the white knight. In this scenario, the narcissist tells the dirty empath that he or she is with someone else. Nevertheless, the narcissist will adopt the tactics of, we are effectively separated. We're only together for the children and lead separate lives otherwise. I'm being abused. It's a loveless marriage. I've tried to make it work, but she just isn't interested anymore, and I haven't left because of reasons X, Y, or Z. And the classic, my wife doesn't understand me. The narcissist paints a picture of being in a boring, stale, loveless relationship, often going so far as to state that they are being abused, that the innocent intimate partner primary source is castigated as the abuser, perhaps even labelled as a narcissist by the real narcissist. The dirty empath, unaware of who they are dealing with, adopts the role of white knight, riding to the rescue to save this apparently poor narcissist from their misery, their banal existence, or the clutches of the apparent tyrannical spouse. It is the familiar story of faked misery and abuse manufactured by the narcissist, the cultivation of the dirty empath in the role of rescuer, the narcissist as victim, and the narcissist partner as the perpetrator, the drama triangle. The dirty empath operates through a hybrid of empathic traits, doing the decent thing in rescuing the poor downtrodden narcissist, exhibiting compassion for this person, and also the narcissistic trait of selfishness, because they want to be with this person. They want to save them, even though they are attached to somebody else. Yes, they have been duped by the narcissist's manipulative act and illusory behaviours, but nevertheless, the dirty empath still knows that this person is attached, and because they do not walk away, but instead they engage in the relationship with the narcissist, and therefore they earn the mantle of dirty empath. Thereafter, this white knight dirty empath might be the candidate intimate partner secondary source, and then goes on to become crowned as the intimate partner primary source, only then to suffer the sustained devaluation, and only then learning the real, genuine truth about the nature of the narcissist and what he or she did to the innocent narcissist's former intimate partner primary source. The white knight may become the shelf intimate partner secondary source, and find out the truth when they are on the shelf, or possibly, though rarely, when they are disengaged from. Once the white knight realises that they are not the rescuer, their response changes, and they may respond with an either response or continue to fight for the narcissist as per the point of no return. The fact remains, they knew this person was with somebody else, but they engaged with the narcissist and went along with the seduction despite that state of affairs. Yes, they may well have done so for noble reasons, but they also did so governed by this narcissistic, selfish streak. Accordingly, the dirty empath relationship breaker arises in 3 different ways, all of which either dent, damage, or destroy an existing relationship between narcissist and their existing partner. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for listening.